Welcome back, everyone! The first training session after a while. Yes, we are back in the gym, but here's the deal. As you know, I hurt my knee. So, last week I already started getting back to the gym even though I didn't record it. So, it's not the first session actually that I'm doing after my injury. But still, my knee is not fully functional yet. As you're going to see throughout this session, I kind of struggle to go deep. Here, with the lightweight, I really try to go as deep as I can, but even though that hurt a little. And that's why I kind of understand that my right hamstring took a very big beating when I got my right knee injured. And so you'll see that at the end of this session I'm going to do some hypertrophy work just on the right hamstring. I mean, I'm going to work both hamstring, but I'm going to work them independently, so one leg at a time, just to make sure the right hamstring get a very good stimulus. Anyway, so as I explained to you, now that I'm reaching a level where the weights start getting really heavy. Even though today I'm not going to get to my max is 210 with this specific exercise, with the band. So today the goal is only 190. As I said, I'm getting back to it. Last week I did 180. This week I'm going 190, but I would want to be able to go deep on my squat, but I think at the moment I can't. So as long as my knee is not fully recovered, I will go as deep as I can, but if I can't validate the squat, that's okay. That's only, you see that the weight here is not necessarily heavy at all, and I still, here on that second rep, I really try to go as deep as I possibly can, because I saw that if I don't focus on it on the first rep, I wasn't really getting deep. That's going to be the theme of this session. Just fighting against my right knee that doesn't want to bend and still trying to get a very deep squat as I go. So that's not easy. Anyway, so as I told you, now the weights start getting really heavy on all the lifts, deadlift, bench and squat. And the issue is I cannot keep making progress on every lift at once. And the reason being is it's so taxing or tiring on the nervous system because of the weight, how heavy it is, that I cannot do the required intensity that I need for me to progress on my squat and on my deadlift and on the bench at the same time, because then I'm not able to recover enough for the next session to be able to progress. So that's why currently I'm going to prioritize squat. My goal is to go and reach 220 with elastic bands, 180 without the band, just raw squat. And since my last personal best was 170 without the band and 210 with the band, I think this is the lift that is the closest to actually reaching my goal. The only thing though is also the lift that is going to be the most affected by my injury. So I don't know, maybe that's also a good thing because that's going to activate more my knee, and so I need to be careful. That's just what I want to say. Anyway, so this mesocycle for the next 3 to 4 weeks I'm going to be focusing only on squat, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be doing other lift. No, as you're going to see just after this, I'm still going to do bench, I'm still going to do deadlift, but on the opposite, on the contrary of what I was doing before, where I was even the second lift of the day, I was really trying to go hard and get to my max and so on. Here, that's not the case. I'm going to go to what is under my max and try to do a few reps, but really not going that hard. I don't care at all if I fail my reps. I don't care if I don't get the good amount of stimulus or whatever. I don't care. What I do care is this lift, the squat. So here you saw 180. I managed to do 2 reps. The depth wasn't that great, but still okay. relative to what I'm coming from with my knee. But yeah, let's see how that 190 reps actually went. So very shaky. Honestly, the fact that my knee is kind of weak, I struggle to move back. And as you can see, I'm really struggling to kind of bend my knee enough. It's not like the weight is heavy, it's just that I feel that my knee is kind of resisting a lot the flexion. I think I'm going to need a few time to get to it. Anyway, so what I was saying is I'm still going to do the other lift. It's just that I'm just doing them at a level. I'm not going to push that hard. I increase the weight, I go close to my max, but not really pushing it. And if I fail, that's okay. I'll come back next week. But I'm really not pushing that hard to not add fatigue. And so that's mainly the key issue. So that's why the first lift of the day is going to be the big lift. And then the other are kind of maintenance or accessory that you will see just after. Yeah, 190 is still shaking. It's just that when you're moving back, I put all the weight, the 190 weight, on my right leg, the leg that is injured, and this is what is really weird. I don't feel comfortable with that yet. So yeah, we'll see how that evolves. Maybe I will need a few weeks of just not increasing the weight just to get more comfortable, but anyway. So we move on to the bench, and as I told you, this is chill. The idea is just to maintain my strength level over time. Just that. I don't want to get to lose the progress that I made. So that's why I still need to practice. I still need to work on it. But at the end of the day, the priority is squat at the moment. So I'm doing my best. I still, the goal, because there is, in strength, there is a lot of stuff that come with technique. So just here, the focus on the technique, not focus on pushing as hard as possible, just practice the technique. That's far less tiring and so on. So just focus on that. One thing that I'm thinking when I'm doing the 100 here, so I'm pushing into the ground with my feet a lot, but when I do multiple reps, it's kind of, I start having some contraction on my back that start hurting. So I think I need to kind of, in between reps, when I lower the bar, kind of relax my back before exploding. Because I think until now, since I was doing maybe 1 rep or so, I was keeping my back contracted all the time, which is fine when you do 1 rep, but when you start doing multiple reps, you can have some issue. So I went on to 110, and honestly, it was so close to go well, but see, that's what I call when I said technique issue. I felt that wasn't an issue of strength, it's just that I went slightly out of balance, and so because of that, I was kind of shaking and I wasn't able to finish the rep. So that's why I re-racked the weight and I went on, and because I felt I had it very easily, and as you can see, it went on pretty well. And I knew the first rep failure was not because of a lack of strength, it was just because lack of balance, just that. Anyway, so as I told you, I don't push that hard the bench. It's just to do it. So then I went on to do a little bit of accessory work. So as I told you, I think that my right hamstring is the muscle that took the biggest beating during my injury. And so I tried some hamstring curl here, and definitively my right hamstring is dead. I mean, I don't remember exactly if that was on this one or just after, but I started with some weight, I believe 15 or 20 kg. So I wanted to see just one leg, how that feel. But then I realized I can't do it. I just can't. That's way too painful, because I think my tendons of my hamstring kind of are still injured a little. So I need to strengthen them. So that's really painful. Here you don't see my face, but when I move on to the right hamstring that I'm doing right here, the pain is going through the roof. I can do the first kind of 5 reps, okay, but between the 6 and 10 reps, oh my god, the pain is awful. But that's that's something when you're getting back from a tendon injury, because here it's not that the tendon got injured, it's not that I have a tendon injury, but the way it works is you can strengthen the tendon as far as, let's say, 6 out of 10 in terms of pain tolerance. You don't want to go maximum pain, but the tendon can handle quite a lot of pain when you are getting back to training and try to strengthen it. So that's why, even though I felt that was hard, that was still like 5 or 6 out of 10 in terms of pain. So I knew that was fine. I didn't want to increase the weight because I think that my hamstring would have cannot handle it at the moment. But yeah, and I'm honestly, when I see how heavy I can go on the squat and deadlift, I'm mesmerized to see how weak my hamstrings are. That's insane. So I think from now on, I'm going to have to work on that at every single session, strengthening my hamstring to get them very strong, because I think that's probably the biggest weakness I have in my lower body, at least. So yeah, that's something really important to keep in mind moving forward. Keep hammering those hamstring, and I think that's going to help tremendously for the other lift. Anyway, thanks you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.